Hi, today I want to talk about entering a deposit in sales order processing. Now, a deposit would be a payment made on an order. Now, orders can be posted, so you have two choices. You could either enter the payment in as a cash receipt and let it just sit on the customer's balance, or you can go ahead and attach the deposit to the order itself. And that's what we're going to do today, and we'll watch the results of it. So I'm going to open up a sales transaction entry, and we're going to enter in an order for Aaron Fitz Electrical. And I'll put it in a batch called order that already exists. And we'll say we want some of these processors, maybe just one of the processors, and we'll go ahead and override the shortage and enter that in. I'm going to override the credit limit balance. And because this is a large dollar order, let's say we want 50% of it up front. So we want $17,000 perhaps up front. And let's go ahead and say we have the check in hand. So we're going to enter in $17,000 in the amount received section, and the sales payment window will open up, and we can tell the system whether or not it's a deposit from cash, check, or credit card deposit or credit card payment. I'm going to choose a check deposit, and then it prompts me to enter in a check number. You could also see that I have credit card information I can track as well. And I'll enter in the payment date information, and you can see the deposit account that's going to be affected. So this will be the journal entry that gets affected by it. So I'll click on Insert and OK. And now you'll notice that we have the payment of $17,000, and on account for AR, when we post it, turn this into an invoice and post it, will be $17,240, and you can see both of those comprise the total of the invoice. Now, the moment we save this, a posting transaction is going to happen. Let's go ahead and close this window out and take a look at that. And what is actually happening is we are posting the deposit payment itself. So you can see the journal entry that's going to be entered in as a result. That cash will be updated, and the advances account or the deposit account will be updated. And you could also see that the payment information has gone to the bank reconciliation module as well. So we can go ahead and create a bank deposit for that particular entry. There it is. And let's post that. Now, the deposit or the order itself hasn't been posted because remember, orders don't get posted. Only invoices and returns get posted. So if we were to come in and just look at open transactions for Aaron Fitz Electrical, we are not going to see that payment for $17,000. And that's because it's a deposit. It's not actually part of their account. Let's go to statements, and let's print up a statement for Aaron Fitz Electrical, and let's see how that $17,000 appears on their statement. So I'm going to open that up. And you can see at the very top we have deposits received $17,000. Now that doesn't affect their statement itself. If you were to scroll down, you'd see there is no payment for $17,000 in the detail, and that again is because it is a deposit. So we're just seeing the deposit information right here. So let's go through now and post that transaction, or take that order and turn it into an invoice and post it. So I believe this is my order right here, and it is. So I'm going to transfer that into an invoice. Now it's extremely important we mark this so that the deposits stay with this invoice. And we're going to transfer it, and now we can see it's an invoice. I'm going to remove the batch so I can post it when I'm ready. And let's look at the distributions here. You can see that we are crediting or debiting the deposit account or the customer advance account $17,000 and AR $17,240. So this is how it's going to show up on the general ledger distribution when we post this transaction. So let's go ahead and post. And I'm going to print the sales journal and the distribution breakout again. And now on the sales journal, what we can see, again, we see the journal entry as it's being entered in, with $17,000 being debited to customer advances because we'd already put the credit balance there before, and $17,240 is going to receivables. And oops, that's just the distribution. So now let's go back in to look at inquiry by customer for Mr. Aaron Fitz. And now as we scroll down, we're going to see that payment for $17,000 because it has moved from the advanced section into the receivable section. We can also see, here's the invoice itself, and if we drill down we can see that we've had 17,000 applied to it, and if we click on the show button we can see the remaining amount is 17,240. I hope this isn't too confusing, but I just want to show you how deposits work for unposted sales order processing documents. Hope this helps.